Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. The 2024 season is closely approaching and we can already feel the expectations climbing for the Dallas Cowboys. We'll see plenty of the same things we've seen in past seasons. Dak Prescott will be great, CeeDee Lamb will be great, and Micah Parsons will be great. Those things are expected, but what about the things we don't expect? Here are 5 bold predictions for the Cowboys' 2024 season. 1. Tyler Guyton will contribute more than Tyron Smith. Smith's departure was sad as he had done so much for the team over his career. And it was even sadder when you consider he's coming off one of his best seasons in recent memory. As good as that was, it's well known that Smith struggles to stay healthy. The odds aren't in his favor that he'll be able to play a full season, and who's to say the Cowboys didn't just cash in on his last good year? Of course, swapping that out for a brand new rookie seems like a raw deal, unless that new rookie ends up being one of the best prospects in his draft class. A few months ago, one could say that's the blue and silver Kool-Aid talking, but after what we've seen in training camp and preseason, the table is set for the rookie to make his mark. Don't be surprised if we're sending out apology letters to the front office come December. 2. Dalvin Cook will be the team's leading rusher. The running back group is a bit of a mess as we have no idea what will happen. Will Ezekiel Elliott go back to doing Zeke things? Or is it finally time for Rico Dowdle to shine? Those seem like the 2 most likely players to lead the team in rushing, but don't be surprised if last-second signee Dalvin Cook is the guy. Before last year, when he shuffled around between the Jets and Ravens, Cook was coming off 4 straight seasons where he had over 1,100 rushing yards, making the Pro Bowl each season. With Zeke having over 50% more mileage and Dowdle yet to show he can handle the workload, it's not the craziest thing in the world to think Cook could be doing the heavy lifting this season. 3. Ryan Flournoy will be the team's WR3. We've heard good things about the Cowboys' young receivers over the last 2 years. First, it was Jalen Tolbert, then it was Jalen Brooks. And even this year, we are hearing positive things about both of them again. Of course, talk is cheap and we want results on the field. Fast forward to this season where there is once again another young wide receiver everyone is excited about. But there are reasons why this one might mean something. You might say, it's the trifecta of earning reps. Number 1, he's flashed brilliance. Some of the plays he's made are quite impressive. But so what, anyone can flash, which brings us to number 2, he's been consistent. He's stringing together more and more good reps, signaling things are clicking for him. Finally, he contributes as a blocker. Ryan Flournoy isn't challenging targets from CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks, but if a receiver contributes in other ways, he'll see the field more. 4. Malik Hooker makes the Pro Bowl. All eyes have been on the other guys, as we try to decipher which safety will start opposite Hooker. Who is that smart field general who can step up in coverage and excel in Mike Zimmer's system? Well, as it turns out, they already have that guy in Malik Hooker. It's not talked about very much, but Hooker has been one of the best free agent signings the team has had in a while. In every season he's been with Dallas, he's played in more games than his best season in Indianapolis. Harrison Smith had his first All-Pro season at 28 years of age. Guess who's 28 this year? Yep, Hooker. The Cowboys' veteran free safety is a former 15th overall pick who gets better every year. Add in a defensive coach known for turning smart, talented safeties into studs and you could see a career year for the 8-year veteran. 5. Kevontae Turpin takes it to the house, twice. Okay, this might not seem like a bold prediction because every year we expect this to happen. Now, 33 games later, Turpin has yet to return a regular season kick for a touchdown. He's been close a few times, but something always gets in his way, usually one of his own blockers. This year will be different, and we're not just saying that. It will be different because the new kickoff rules are designed to have teams kick the ball into the landing zone to encourage returns. There will be plenty of opportunities for Turpin to take one the distance, and just to be fair and qualify as bold, we're saying he does it twice. After that, expect more touchbacks. What are your bold predictions for the 2024 season? Cowboys urged to sign reinstated $37 million playmaker. The Cowboys roster is pretty much set for the 2024 season, but there's little doubt that there are apparent weak spots. While the team will get receiver CeeDee Lamb back after his training camp holdout, depth among the team's pass catchers is still lacking. Lamb is the lead. Brandon Cooks is the number 2. The hope is that Jalen Tolbert finally cashes in the potential he has shown at times since he was a third-round pick for the Cowboys in 2022. Jalen Brooks, special teams mainstay Cavonte Turpin and rookie Ryan Flournoy round out the receivers group. It's not a particularly strong bunch after Lamb, who set franchise records for receptions, 135, and yardage, 1,749, last season. With Lamb probably in need of a few weeks to get into real NFL rhythm, the lack of depth in this unit could show itself sooner rather than later. With that in mind, the folks at the SB Nation site Blogging the Boys have an interesting proposition for the Cowboys to consider: signing former number 5 overall pick Corey Davis, the former Titans and Jets receiver who retired briefly but is seeking to come back into the league. Corey Davis was the number 5 pick in 2017. The 6'3" Davis does have talent, though he was never able to fully put it all together in the NFL. He caught 273 balls for 3,879 in 6 seasons, leaving Tennessee after 4 years for a 3-year, $37 million contract with the Jets. He only played 2 of those years, though, before retiring in 2023. In an article titled, 3 Free Agents Dallas Cowboys Should Consider Signing, BTB writer Brian Martin highlights Davis as one of his choices, with defensive tackle Siaka Ika and cornerback Caleb Farley. Corey Davis has had an up-and-down career since being drafted 5th overall in the 2017 NFL Draft by the Tennessee Titans. In a run-heavy system during his 4 years in Tennessee and then 2 seasons in New York with the Jets, he unfortunately never eclipsed the 1,000-yard receiving mark in his career. Even still, he could be a nice depth player. After retiring briefly and sitting out the entire 2023 season, Davis has been recently reinstated and could help upgrade Dallas' WR depth in 2024. At 6'3", 210 pounds, he'd be another big target on the outside for Dak Prescott and maybe help with red zone issues.